If you care enough about me to watch every single video I post on this channel, you know about my hatred towards Toy Story 5. Despite being excited to watch this, I am dreading to get the answers I've been asking for. However, considering it's directed by the same guy who made the masterpiece WALL-E, there is a part of me hoping this movie will actually surprise me by being good. Turns out, this trailer actually shows a lot of promising concepts, so in today's video, I'm going to break down everything I liked and disliked about the trailer. Afterwards, I will give my final verdict for the movie before I go watch it. Here is the list of things I liked and disliked. I'm going to take back me saying a lot of promising concepts because I only liked 2 things in comparison to the 5 things I didn't like. So, yeah, there was originally a lot more things I disliked, but they just didn't really matter too much. I'll go over the positive stuff first, since it's a lot shorter in length. So, without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, the focus this movie seems to have on Jesse is like forcing someone to run for 20 minutes straight, then giving them an unlimited water supply. It is so refreshing. The past 4 movies have been focused on Woody, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. They were actually written well, besides Toy Story 4. But the change to a character who arguably has had next to no character development since her debut film is refreshing. In the trailers, we can tell that Jessie immediately came to Woody to help her with the issue, which is super in character to me. She'd probably be used to Woody being the one in charge, as he is the sheriff from the Roundup gang. In Toy Story 4, she has to be reassured by Woody several times before taking initiative to several things. So the fact she came to Woody for help is the only valid reason Woody should appear in this movie, simply to guide Jessie. I'm glad this movie is letting her character develop and forcing her to take initiative, and it's actually gotten me excited to see how she will react and what she'll do. Lilypad. Oh, Lilypad. This villain has so much potential. Really. She does. The concept of an iPad being the villain in a world of toys is so good. It stands out from the rest of the villains too. And it feels like a legit opposition against the toys. Better part? It's relevant, especially today. This villain's concept is so good for not only being relevant, but because Jessie's the focus, a character who is scared of being abandoned or discarded. It makes Lilypad so much better. The chemistry between the 2 ideas give a legitimate reason as to why they'd be against each other, and judging by the trailers, Lilypad actually goes into this. There's a scene where Jessie confronts Lilypad, and it shows this. You see what I'm seeing? The cutaways to where Jessie and her old owner used to play speak it all too well. Jessie is being shipped, or sent to where her owner was originally going to send her. I think. I'm not too sure, actually. I haven't watched Toy Story 2 in a while. Also, I have no idea how Lilypad could have known about that, but it's a trailer, so maybe it'll get explained in the movie. Either way, this is such a great concept for a Toy Story villain. The issue I have with Lilypad, though, I'll probably discuss later, unless I forgot to write it in the script. I probably did. Yes, the positive things I had to say were very short, because there are not a lot of good things to say. The main plot of this movie between Jessie and Lilypad seems to be pretty solid. But now, we get to discuss the negative things. And oh boy, do I have some things to say. This animation is dog shit. It is actually so horrible to look at. It is very clear what direction they wanted to take this animation. They needed this animation to be over the top so that little kids don't get bored because the character isn't moving every millisecond. The way the characters move here is just so disorienting. Even the camera doesn't do it justice. It is specifically designed to draw the attention of little kids. I can't exactly blame them for this. My attention span is pretty bad. But either way, they're just making the situation worse. It is frying our brains. That sounds like a meme reaction image, I can't lie. This movie looks so bad compared to the rest. It's not Toy Story 1 level, but it's probably the worst look this franchise has ever seen. besides Toy Story 1, and it pales in comparison to Toy Story 3.
It's so beautiful! Oh my god, it's so beautiful!
The amount of references to all the Toy Story movies in the trailers alone is just... Look, I understand it's the first time Toy Story has been in theaters since 2019. We're excluding Lightyear. But oh my god, if I hear You've Got a Friend in Me one more fucking time, I'm going to lose it. It has played in both trailers for this movie, and I bet you they're going to find a way to play it in the movie. I can just smell it. The only reason it's here is just to get the people who first watched Toy Story back in 1995 to go see and care about this movie. They did the same thing with Toy Story 4's trailer. It's so ridiculous, man. Buzz is an idiot. They completely tarnished his character.
Look, star, deputy, me, no star.
Oh, hey, Buzz, what is that?
What? Where? Turn it off! I can't, it's anti-spotted! I have plastic fingers!
They did the same thing in Toy Story 4, and now they're sticking with it. Buzz was never an idiot, even in Toy Story 1. He was smart. He was just delusional, though. Delusional people can be smart. Buzz was smart in Toy Story 2 and 3. Why is he an idiot? Woody. His existence in this movie is purely for marketing. Apparently there was an attempt to write this movie without Woody, but it didn't work well for them. Yeah, it didn't work well for their pockets. Without Woody, they can't get their payday. Fucking ridiculous. Oh my god, and they are trying to push this joke where Woody is washed up and old now. They're doing it completely wrong. Why the fuck does Woody have a beer belly? How does that even work? The stuffing fell down to the bottom of his torso. That's not how it works! If that was the case, how come the top of his torso isn't just hollow? This joke is so bad. They could have made the washed up Woody joke funnier, but nope. They need to make him a middle-aged father, apparently. Woody is only in this movie to sell it, and to be a joke, nothing else. He's my favorite Toy Story character, and they fucked him up. I apologize for how angry I am. I cannot stress how dumb this is. And why did he come back? He left for a reason. As much as I hate Toy Story 4's ending, I have to say, if you're gonna make a major change in the story, then stick to it. Don't go back on it just because you won't make as much money. If Woody is gone, then stick to it. As much as I like the dynamic between Jessie and Lilypad in this movie, it gets ruined by the fact that the plot seems to be extremely similar to older Toy Story movies. Hey, we got Jessie having to find her way back home, I assume, from the trailers, which is very similar to Toy Story 1 and 2's plot, but more specifically to Toy Story 2. B. There is probably going to be a scene at the end where Bunny is like, "Jessie, I missed you, my toy," which is a direct parallel to how Andy reacted when Woody and Buzz went missing in Toy Story 1. C. Woody and Buzz are fighting again. D. Woody and Buzz are fighting again. E. Woody and Buzz are fighting again. Look, it's okay for the characters to fight in a plot. I'm not saying Woody and Buzz can't fight, they certainly could. But it's on the same level as they were in Toy Story 1, and they hated each other in Toy Story 1. It's clearly another nostalgia bait thing. Oh, there's a plane. To quote myself, "This movie is gonna fucking suck, dude!" And I cannot wait to watch it and see if I'm right or wrong. If you made it to the end, like and subscribe. No, I'm not one of the subscription beggars. The decision is up to you. Anyways, when Toy Story 5 comes out, I am going to watch it more than once, and then I will be making a video on Toy Story 5 when I can. So if you're interested in seeing what I have to say about it, come back near the end of the month. It's probably going to be negative, though. Maybe this video will be invalid in a week, though. I don't know. Can that plane fuck off? Thanks for watching if you did. Do good, because it is good. Bye. Toby Fox.